All right, calling Ed, friend of the club. Cold call. Cold call. Law-abiding biker cold call.
It's cold. It's cold in here.
Hello?
Ed.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. What are you doing, buddy?
Not a whole lot, man. What's up?
You know who this is?
No.
It's Justin, dude. You're on our podcast live.
Podcast?
Yeah, bro. We wanted to tell you congratulations for your promotion.
Does he know what a podcast is?
Hey, do you know what a podcast is?
I've heard of it.
You're going to be like on the internet and stuff. www and stuff. www and stuff. I'm here with Ryan. I'm here with Ryan and Dustin, dude. We want to congratulate you on your promotion and your bike.
Congrats, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
We wanted to tell you the throttle's on the right side. You twist it.
Is that how it goes?
That's not right.
Jeez.
I get the brake and the throttle confused, man.
Dang it. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it's all right. That was a fun ride yesterday.
That was a good ride. So the new bike beats the old bike?
Oh, by far. There's no comparison.
And you got heated gear or grips and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome to luxury.
Oh man, I tell you, it's cool, man. It was it's good. But I took it out tonight for a little bit when it got gas, you know.
You didn't use E15 ethanol gas, did you? Whatever you do not put E15 fuel.
That's not entirely true.
No. Put the shell, the V power in.
Attaboy.
So, nice. Yeah, nothing less than that.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for playing along.
You're good peeps, Ed.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks
we love you, brother.
Take it easy, Ed.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
All right, later,
bye.
man.
Later. Bye.
Cold call to Jake. Cold call to Jake. Straight up law-abiding biker podcast. Cold call. Let me say something before you say anything, okay?
Hello?
Hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. Better go catch it, bro.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
You're on a live lab podcast right now.
I'm on a live podcast.
Yeah.
Does he know what do you know what a podcast is, Jake?
I do know what a podcast is.
All right.
Attaboy.
Hey,
I think I've listened to a few of them.
are you like in bed in your pajamas and stuff?
He's going to ask you what you're wearing next. Don't answer.
Are you drinking?
We don't allow
Dude,
that in the studio.
we don't do that stuff here.
I do.
That's against the law.
No, I do.
Kind of like when I come to your house, we don't do that stuff.
No, not at all.
Attaboy.
So you
I
going
get
on
walking
the
every once in a while.
you going to go on the April ride with us?
Yeah, Juan and I both requested the day off today, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, see,
Sweet.
Juan told me he was going to get back to me. I haven't heard back since.
Sweet.
Yeah, we both requested it today, so I don't see a problem.
Well, we'll let you get back to sleep, Jake.
Thanks for playing along.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. We'll see you.
All right.
Later, man.
Later.
WAN. Is this WAN?
Juan.
No, he'll know. Dude, seriously.
Okay.
WAN.
We're calling Juan, law-abiding biker cold call. Hey, is Juan there?
I'm sorry, who?
Juan? Juan? Hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it.
WAN.
Juan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it's Dustin.
And Justin.
You're on a live...
phone is this? I didn't recognize the number.
Dude, you're on a live podcast right now.
You're live, bro.
I'm live.
You are.
On a live podcast. Does he know what a podcast is?
I do know what a podcast is.
I thought you'd catch on by the WAN.
You.
I thought
Say
you'd
again?
catch on by the whole WAN thing.
No, I could barely understand what you're saying. Actually,
Hey, are you going on the spring ride?
absolutely.
Attaboy.
I don't know.
Me
Did
and,
you?
me and are both going.
I was gonna say, did your sergeant approve that?
Yeah.
Hey, if they don't, I can approve it.
If they don't, you can approve it.
No problem, bro. We'd love to have you.
Oh yeah, no, we're signed up for it, and we're going. So
Sweet. It's about time, man.
yeah, now I got to look for a windshield for my bike because it's horrible going down it. going 80 miles an hour on that damn thing without a windshield, I tell you.
Oh, we'll set you up.
I'm shopping. I'm shopping. So.
Attaboy.
All right. Well, thanks for playing along, Juan.
Hey, no problem, man. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, man. Take care.
See you, man.
You're good people. Go get your refrigerator. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Is your refrigerator running?
Times.
So-
did you used to make prank calls like that? We used to call people, and you look up. We used to prank call people all the time. No, you look in the phone book. You look up like Whitehead, and you call them, and you go, "Hey, is Mr. Blackhead there?" They're like, "No, this is Mr. Whitehead." "Oh, sorry, I must have the wrong pimple." Dude, we used to do that all the time, man.
Oh,
Dude, I grew up in the hood. We're just trying to survive.
When we were kids, dude. Okay, yes, calling Andy.
it's cold in here, guys.
Hello?
Is this Esteban Ramirez?
It is Esteban.
Hey, dude, you're just let you know I'm you're live on the Law Abiding Biker podcast, bro. I got Dustin in the studio here with me, and then Justin.
What's up?
Hey, we were just talking here, and Dustin was saying, dude, the short time he worked up there with you, that you really don't know what the frick you're doing as an investigator, bro.
Don't listen to that, Andy.
I don't, dude. All I do is make coffee and burn copies, dude. That's all I do.
Oh, man.
You're the man, dude. All right. Well, are you working, dude, or did you get off on time?
I just rolled into town. I was out for a few days.
Roger that, buddy. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we just wanted to call and bust your balls, dude.
Okay.
So you'll have to listen to the podcast, dude. We're doing these cold calls, man. We're cold calling people, so
Oh my god.
we won't use your full name. Trust me. So don't worry. Anyways, it's Esteban Ramirez, right?
Esteban.
It's Esteban.
Oh, dude,
That's good.
All right, we're gonna have to get together and catch up, dude.
Yeah, dude. We will. Have a good night, man.
All right,
Later, Andy.
Later, buddy.
Okay, bro.
right, bye.
Okay, bye.
He's hilarious.
Esteban.
We used to do that all the time. My name is Esteban Ramirez.
Awesome.
All right, let's do like something serious, like a podcast here. You know.
And you have Chewy.
That is right. You like this rock and roll?
Love it. Pretty good. Not bad.
Welcome back, all our fellow bikeaholics out there. So stoked you could make it back to another episode. It's going to be another loaded ass episode, of course. This podcast is for the motorcycle majority, the big MM, the
99%.
in stereo right here on the Lab podcast. Yep, we cover it all. Absolutely everything you need to know for your law-abiding biker needs right here on the Lab podcast.
Our content's so deep, we need a backhoe.
Oh, so put your kickstand up, roll that throttle back, and hang on as we come at you with another loaded ass episode. That is right, folks. Welcome back. This is Ryan Erlacher, your host of the Law Abiding Biker Podcast, and your
High-tech redneck.
that is the one and only Oscar Studio left, and we got over in the corner there. There we go, Chewy.
That's right. Give it up.
What's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot, guys.
With Oscar, I don't have a sound, and actually before today, I was looking on the computer for Oscar sound effects.
There's got to be.
There are a ton of them,
Yeah.
but they're just not quite fitting, and I'm pretty particular. And so I've got some.
I mean, I can drink a bunch of whiskey and...
Can you tell us how you got the nickname Oscar?
Yes, please.
There's
tell
a
us,
story
because
behind
we have
that.
no idea. I don't know why I call you Oscar. I'm just
Bunch
told
of
to. I just do what I'm told to do.
a bunch of you jackwagons got in a room and picked a name for me. That's what it was.
No, there's a deeper story behind it.
No.
I have pictures saved of it.
Yeah, well,
Was
so
it like some July 4th?
it was
episode?
it might have been on 4th of July, and I was hanging out. I was just hanging out.
You were hanging over a garbage can? What?
Well, I don't drink hard liquor very often. And some unnamed feller friend of mine showed up with some, and I commandeered that bottle.
Is he about 6'8"?
He's a big dude.
Yep, big dude.
Yep. And he tried to keep me from it, and I stole it from him, and
He's a friend of ours.
I did whatever a good dude does with a bottle of liquor. The night didn't turn out so well, and
You drank it.
me and a garbage can became good friends.
And thus the nickname
Oscar.
Oscar, because he literally had his head in the garbage can.
I lived in a garbage can.
And we do have photos of it. And that was when he was still prospecting with the Sworn Few MC. And he donned his new nickname, Oscar. So there you go. That's the backstory. Good job. All right, guys. Oh, dude. Things that freaking suck.
Where are we going to start?
Well, we're going to do this. We actually did it in the last episode, things that freaking suck. And Chewy brought up a very good point. And since we talked about Facebook last time, we're just going to talk about Facebook again, dude.
Oh, man.
People.
You're going to give me all riled up.
Dude, I don't understand what it is. And I will tell you guys, to set this up properly, neither Chewy nor Oscar were on Facebook before they became members of the Sworn Few, before they started were actually in hang-around status and then prospective member status, because it is a requirement. You will have a Facebook presence. And so they both started that. And they're learning as they go things that freaking suck about Facebook.
Oh, there's so many things.
Like I say, dude, I'd use Twitter. I wish Facebook could just go away. I'd just use Twitter. But whatever. Facebook's there, and we got to use it so that we are not secretive about what we do. What pisses you off the most about Facebook, Chewy? Now, we talked an episode about the people. We're not going to get back into it. Okay, just both of you calm down. About people, telling their wife or their girlfriend, "I love you," kisses, and writing on each other's timeline. Okay, we already covered that. What's the next thing that just frickin' makes you pissed off, Chewy?
What about those people that go to Burger King and tell everybody, "Oh, I just ordered a Whopper, and it was the best Whopper I've ever had." Who the frick cares?
Oh my God, dude. I don't need to know when you're taking a dump.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Facebook is good on some
Oh, it has
points.
its place.
I mean, I'm part of police bloggers, and so I get information on different incidents, police-involved incidents, and it's
see
good.
you
You can
repost
watch
those.
You can watch videos and stuff like that, but some of the garbage that talking about your life and the zit on the back of my butt hurts. What can I do to?
I love you.
It's just
When I have a high fiber poo, I want you guys to know
No,
it was
we
a
don't
good one.
Want to know?
I don't care what you want. I want you to know.
So what else pisses you off about Facebook, dude? You said it before the podcast, dude. We got to talk about it, dude. How has it profoundly changed your life, Oscar? Because it's profoundly changed your life. You were talking about how Facebook, how you and I get questions and stuff now. What's going on?
No.
Go ahead.
Look.
Go ahead.
No. I can't answer.
Yes, you can.
No, because the person that I was talking about,
She don't listen to our podcast.
yes,
bro.
she does.
Why?
Oh, she loves it.
She likes listening to babbling idiots.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Because she's like, "Oh, your voice is so sexy." I'm like, "Yes, it is."
Well, are you going to post that on here? You're probably going to post that on our timeline right now.
your voice is so sexy.
Your voice is so sexy.
Hey, can you guys dog me? Hey, I'm working for freaking free,
Dude,
and you guys are dogging the crap out of me.
I'm asking a question.
No, you're not. You're not being very nice. Hey, turn this off for a minute.
Where's the exit?
I'm coming across.
So the other thing, dude, have you ever got any backlash from unfriending somebody, dude?
Yeah, that's just funny.
Because
it's a whole. It creates a whole new social deal.
you don't friend somebody. They friend
request?
request you, and you're like, I haven't seen you in like 20 years, and
right, I don't care.
found
I
you on
really don't
Facebook.
want all my information, my family's pictures, and what I'm doing. I don't.
Dude, what did they
you don't
do?
know.
Did they talk to you on the street, or did they send you an email or something like, "Hey, bro, why didn't you friend me?"
They can send a message to you.
Right? Did they do that?
See, I've never
I didn't respond.
gotten that. Yeah,
I didn't
I've-
respond.
I've never gotten that.
You sent one to me. I still haven't friended you.
Who, me or him?
You.
You know what? Why am I here?
I don't
I'm
know,
working
dude.
for free. I'm getting pounded on right
It
now.
is not
and then-
fair because we pounded you last episode.
I know.
Whoa,
and-
whoa! Stop talking about pounding. Okay,
it was a dry,
inappropriate.
It was a dry pounding, and I don't like
I
it.
ain't pounding anyone in this room right now. All right.
That's not right,
dude. So what else? Did you get any backlash from not friending somebody, Oscar? Like,
I've never gotten that. I don't care.
Have you ever done where you go in and, because I've been with Facebook, of course, I'm the high tech redneck, so I've been with all the social medias for some time. That's why I say I wish it was just Twitter, but whatever. I have a Facebook presence. And by the way, check out our Law Abiding Biker Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Got like 1,050 likes or something now.
Nice.
And we don't put crap on there.
Yep.
We don't put "I love you, Chewy."
And if I don't like a page, you don't get mad at me.
Right. Yeah, true that. Yeah, very good point. Yeah, you don't get mad and I don't instant message you. But anyways, dude, I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh,
we're so off track already.
So I've been on Facebook for a long time, and you will get to a point if you haven't done it where you go in after like 2 years and you've accepted a lot of people, and even some people you accept, right? And you're like, okay, you know what? I'll accept them for now. But then you get those people that, and hey, you know what? I'm sure people have done it to me. Okay, I'm just straight up, dude, because not everybody likes what I have to say. And you know what? I don't care. Mm-hmm. Please unfriend me because I don't want to hear from you if you don't want to hear from me. I'm cool with that. I really don't lose any sleep over it, and I don't care. It's not, Facebook doesn't revolve. That's not how my life revolves around.
Whoa.
But
easy.
Now, but what I'm saying is you'll get to a point, both of you, if you haven't already, because you're both fairly new to Facebook, is you'll get to a point where you have to do spring cleaning. And you straight up go into your friends list because all those people, and you're just like, I'm sorry, and it's nothing personal. I don't even tell them anything, but people find out, dude.
Well, people get hurt.
Because then they go into their friend list. I haven't heard from Chewy for a while.
Lord.
That's because I unfriended you, bro. You know,
who cares?
Have you guys done any spring cleaning yet?
I don't care.
I'm unfriending you two, Jack Wagons.
Oh,
you guys have been killing me all night.
Have you guys done any spring cleaning yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm pretty selective about who I friend.
See, I should have been at first, and I had to do some serious spring cleaning. And let me tell you, there was some fallout. Go ahead.
I've got some friend requests pending from. I do not.
So you just leave him. You don't have the balls to actually say no. He's that guy.
I don't know how to say no.
Who, me?
No, him.
Oh, I was like, no, I say no.
What he does is he goes in. So he has, and I'm guilty of this too, Oscar. So I'm not dogging you, okay? He's that guy. Sometimes I don't have the balls to say no, so I let him sit.
So scared.
How do you say no?
So I sit and I let him.
No.
I mean, is there?
Yeah, you say no or confirm.
Is
you
there
do the not now
or no? Not now. You say hit.
Right, not now.
Not now.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
But they don't. Just so you know, they aren't advised of that. They just know that you aren't in their friend list. So, like, if you hit not now, they don't like get a message. Hey, he doesn't want to be your friend.
So they just think you're an ultimate prick.
So if somebody,
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine. I do not, Frank. I've got several.
So you let them sit in queue.
Yeah, who cares?
For like 20 people asking to be friends, but you won't hit confirm or not. Now you got to think about it.
No, now that I
do
know,
that. I do it sometimes.
Really? No, now I know. I'll
some people
I'll
just
go through and not now.
Right. Okay.
Because I absolutely, I've got a couple of buddies who are from the dark side, and they're attorneys, right? And I do not friend, and I recommend not friending those attorneys from the dark side.
Yes, from the dark side. And when we talk about the dark side, we're talking about defense attorneys. And sorry if you're a defense attorney and you're listening. We love you because you're a law-abiding biker, but we can't friend. It's just a different business we do.
Yep, and I don't friend them. But I didn't know about.
I do actually have. There's a couple defense attorneys in town that I actually, you know, I may not agree with everything they do for a living, but they're not like the dirty kind. You know what I mean? They just do their job and it's not personal and you know, but I still wouldn't friend them on Facebook. It just looks bad when you're a police officer people get in there. Oh, you're friends with, you know, just can't.
No, but they also have access to everything you do, and I don't have anything on Facebook that no one can see, but I just don't.
Yeah.
But now that I know the not now, I didn't know what to do with the friend request.
Now so you know.
I just hit not now and it takes it off the timeline or whatever it is.
Yeah, just basically it takes it off your queue, your notification queue.
So wait, I got to tell you something about Facebook.
Please do. That's what we're talking about.
This is
things
creepy.
that freaking suck.
So when I was
Oscar,
wait, what?
Why don't you tell me something about Facebook,
dude? I'm gonna freaking. Hey, remember the fist pick? I got nothing.
All right.
So
things that freaking suck.
When I was a detective, I had to have a Facebook page that was not mine, right? Because you have to have a...
Yeah, I still have several.
Do you really want to mention
doing
some
investigations?
Yeah, no. Yeah, when you're doing investigations, in order to see stuff on Facebook, you have to have a login.
I still have several
So
Facebook
I have
accounts like that.
I have a page that I used when I was in detectives that's got a picture that's weird. I took a picture of a coworker. Anyway,
It puts the lotion on the skin.
it's that picture.
Oh.
And I get friend requests.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
People just want friends, bro.
That's weird, dude. That is seriously weird.
It's the society we live in. People think that's friendship, man.
And they obviously don't know who you are.
They have no idea who I am, and this picture's not me, and the name's fake, and the birthday and stuff. And these people friend request me. I'm like, what? Why? What would you? I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, well, it's I know, dude. It's how easy it is. That's why we use those pages. But all right, dude, that's enough on Facebook, dude. We can go off on that forever. But those are a few of the things that suck.
I hate left laners.
That's a whole nother topic, dude.
I just want to throw that out there.
That's a good one. Now, all right, we have the new law-abiding biker gear shop. Did you guys see that yet?
Yeah, that's cool
I
stuff.
threw it out.
Yeah.
I
just
did see that.
threw it out like.
And your daughter designed some of the...
She did.
That's awesome, dude.
Oldest daughter, my 9-year-old.
Are we gonna have a shot glass, or just a coffee mug?
There's a beer mug in there. I can do shot glasses. I just haven't had time.
Oh, beer mug,
coffee mug. You have a coffee mug, right?
Yeah,
I saw that.
I have a coffee mug.
I didn't see the beer mug yet.
Got the beer mug in there. We've got long sleeve, short sleeve t-shirts. We've got sweatshirts, hoodies for females.
You know what we need to do?
Yes, sir.
Shop shirts.
Oh, I didn't even look if they had any of those. That's a good point. Remind me that after the podcast.
Hey, and maybe for some of you guys, nylons.
Oh, jeez.
Stop talking about LD like that. He's going to slap you.
He can't even defend himself.
Yeah, he's not even here.
He's not here.
So we did, and my 9-year-old daughter, she really is computer tech savvy because of me, of course, and I let her out that stuff. In fact, she edits movies, dude. She does stuff that she teaches her teacher how to do stuff
That's
on
really
Macs.
cool.
They have
That's
Macs
insane.
at their
You've
school.
been teaching her then,
Yeah,
haven't
I
you?
have.
High-tech redneck.
And she likes it. I didn't push it on her. She just comes in the studio and she wants to know how to do stuff. And so
That's cool.
I let her do her own YouTube videos and stuff. She really thinks it's really cool. So she, once I got her going, she designed all the rest of the gear.
That's cool
And
stuff.
It is. And so you go to lawabidingbiker.com/gear shop, and this helps support the show. But more importantly is I put it out because we had quite a few requests for lab gear. And so take a look at the gear shop. And now I will tell you, because we're very transparent here at Lab Media, the shirts are a bit spendy, and there's a reason for that. I use a service called Zazzle, and we use it for Sworn Few MC. That's where our Sworn Few MC gear is, where I design it all. And you all right over there, dude? You want me to mute you?
You're about to eat the mic. I'm going to give you CPR here in about 2 seconds.
I'm having technical difficulties.
So hit up the gear shop, but the stuff is you'll look, it's fairly expensive, $25 for a t-shirt or something. But I want you to know that we're not hiking the price up on those. I'm only getting 10% of that back. So, on a $30 sweatshirt, I'm only getting $3. The law-abiding biker. So it does help support us, but
it's quality stuff, though.
It
is.
It's not garbage. No, it's not garbage. And I've got water bottles and stuff. So, look at it as if you like to support the show, it does more support for us by wearing that stuff around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People see that.
Right. I just don't want people to think, the shirt's $30, he's making $25 off that. No, Zazzle makes a killing. That's why they're the biggest online company for gear like this, where you can make all this stuff. There's other ones, but they are the best. And I have no affiliate with them at all. I just use them because I've had good luck with them. But like I said, so I get like 10. That is exactly what I get, is 10% of a sale, and they get the rest. But more, it gets you guys involved, and then walking around with that stuff gets our name out there more. So that's how you can support us. And I wanted to get that gear shop up. So also I've been working on the website hard. So we got the new gear shop /gear shop. I also did the brand new support us page. And you can go to lawabidingbiker.com/support. And all that is, guys, is, again, we're completely transparent here. It is a bunch of affiliate banners. And those are the banners that you see. I have them other places on the website you guys have seen. Basically, if you click through on those banners and you purchase something, you have to purchase an item after clicking on that banner, then I get a small kickback, anywhere from 3 to 7%, depending on the company. It's nothing special. I didn't call these companies. It's through a place called Commission Junction, Okay. And as long as you have a business and an EIN number and all that, then you can get, they still have to approve you because they want to look, okay, you're a porn site. We're not putting our stuff on your porn. We're not putting our child seats on your porn site. You know what I mean? So there is you apply with all these, but it's a huge, melting pot of companies that pay commission junction. And then I sign up for what kind of things that I'm interested in, which most of mine are motorcycle stuff.
No one can see your hands.
Right. You guys can, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I talk with my hands, if you guys can.
He was flipping you off.
Imagine
even better for a radio show.
It's a melting pot. It helps me get my point across. But so 3 to 7% is all I get from those. And like I say, I didn't call them. Those aren't the kind of, I've had those since the beginning of Lab. I'm looking for more stable relationships where, we're actually in touch with that company and getting some kind of affiliate relationship. So anyways, I did the support page. Finally, I put a ton of banners on there, and you can go to that page and you can scroll down. I've got Amazon on there all the way to a bunch of motorcycle stores to AWeber, which I talked about. That's my email, what I do all the email club with. So anyways, if you go to any of those and just before you shop, if you want to support us, if you remember us, if you're going to do something on Amazon or you're going to do buy something Motorcycle Superstore, something Cruiser Customizing, you can go to that page, support, click through one of those banners and buy your item, and it costs the same for you. It's just that we get a little kickback for it. It's just another way to support us. So I worked on that page and got that page up and running. So I've been working hard on the website. Enough about that, guys. Enough about that. Let's do you want to do an email follow-up?
Can I give Chewy some love for a minute?
What kind of love?
Just
are you
stay over there in your corner.
Yeah,
non-toxic love.
All right.
I have you guys in separate corners for a reason.
So we're here in Eastern Washington. The weather's not all that great. And tonight we were debating whether or not to ride. And it was windy. It's cold. It's rainy.
Mm-hmm.
Chewy elected to ride. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm talking about. And he hasn't been riding forever. Mm-hmm. But, we ride with a lot of people that won't ride unless it's 75 or 80 and sunny. And we're going to be leaving here late at night. So it's probably going to be in the probably high 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I give Chewy some love for riding tonight.
No chaps.
No chaps. He's riding almost naked.
It's because he's a man.
Mm-hmm. He's a man. I give him a lot of love for riding tonight. I've been riding a long time, and I got all the gear. And
it makes my nipples hard, dude.
And I don't really know so much about that. But I'm saying I want to give you some love for riding tonight because it was crappy weather, and a lot of people won't ride in that. And Chewy picked right up, and we headed out from his house. And
Attaboy. Yep.
Thank you.
You want to handle this email, somebody? From
which one, John O'Keefe?
Yep, John O'Keefe.
Okay, hold on.
It's a follow-up to... Yeah, go ahead.
Just so you know, John, I straightened these guys out about your name.
He did.
Okay.
I've been saying it right, haven't I?
I'm of Irish descent. I know how to say O'Keefe. It's not O'Keefe. Me and the VP had to straighten these guys out and get it correct.
You did. You straightened me out. Do you want to do his email, dude?
Hit it up, bro.
Go for it.
All right. Let me read the whole thing. It's pretty big.
Well, it's okay. This is in reference.
Hey. Yes, we need to read the whole thing.
This is in reference. Let me set it up from John O'Keefe. You guys have heard his name he's been a big supporter of the podcast. This is a follow-up to episode 37 where we talked about the Wild Atlantic Way in Ireland, which is an awesome ride. So go back to episode 37, lawabidingbiker.com/37, and I have a map there of this ride. But anyways, we asked some questions on our podcast, and he promptly got back to us. So go, Oscar.
John says, thank you for mentioning the Wild Atlantic Way. Just to answer some of your questions, there are several motorcycle retails in Ireland. However, the only company renting Harleys is Celtic Rider.
Because we asked about if we could rent, right?
Celtic Rider, that's cool.
Celtic Rider has electric glides and fat bobs. They're situated in Dublin City, which is the capital of Ireland. I'm living in Cork City. John says, I'm living in Cork City, which is at the starting point or finishing point of the Wild Atlantic Way, depending on whether you start up in north in Belfast with the IRA or Cork City.
Oh, he said, yeah, in Belfast with the IRA, dude.
Yeah, well, that's... So bring your vest when you rent your Harley. There's also a video on YouTube advertising the Wild Atlantic Way. Check it out.
I'll have to check it out. He didn't send me a link to the video, but I'll find it.
He's got a PS in there.
Yep.
Tell the fellers, the guys, that Guinness, Jameson, and Bushmills never stop
you are
flowing in
speaking
Ireland.
my language, John. That is right. Gonna get me pumped up. I'm gonna start jumping around.
I love Jameson. Oh, this is the... Can I say who it is, the band?
Nope. I'll put it in the show notes. No,
right.
everybody knows who it is. Drop kick
Murphys.
Yep, Murphys.
Bam.
Just teasing. Yeah. So, anyways, that was in follow up to our discussion on episode 37 because we thought it was a really cool ride, and we're like talking about, what if we went over there? Is there bikes to? We don't even know. Is there bikes to rent? And so he answered back, and apparently there is.
It's pretty sweet that he listens all the way to Ireland.
That's amazing.
Spread the word, John.
International.
Oh, he is.
That's
He's
pretty sweet, man.
big supporter of this show, man. So that's why I like to get his stuff on right away. Are huge supporters. I try to bump them up on the list a little bit. I mean, I appreciate all supporters, but they've really been involved and donated.
That's
you know
cool.
what I mean? So
that's very cool.
Yeah. Anybody want to jump into this next email? This is pretty cool, guys. You'll want to listen to this.
Double D?
No, this is the, you're talking about Double D wanting to jump into it.
Because he's right over there.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Is this the Jim Demetrius Stealth Man
Yes.
from Western Kentucky?
And let me tell you, Jim Demetrius has been a big supporter of this show, not only involved on our Facebook page and emails directly to me, but also a donator of the show. And he came up with this on Facebook. It was a really good idea. And I embedded it on our Facebook page, and I'll also put it right in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/.
We talked about this.
And whatever episode number this is, we talked about this not on an episode, we haven't.
No, just randomly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the other day.
That's where I got the idea from.
Yeah.
You thought I was smart, but actually Jim Demetrius is smart.
No, give him love. A lot of love
Because
for him.
Jim Demetrius made this up, not me. I take no credit for it. But I will put it in the show notes, and I will put his picture. Yeah, you want to go with this, Chewy? You want to read it?
It looks like he sent a great idea on how to mount a wheel clock. It looked like he used a 2 foot wide, maybe like a.
I guess it's not an email. This is just my synopsis. Okay, sorry.
Like a 6 foot long piece of plywood.
Yeah,
Bolted to the.
yeah. I was talking to your microphone. Attaboy.
Sorry about that.
All right.
It says here he looks like by the time the front wheel gets to the choke, the back wheel is
Chalk.
Gee whiz.
You're killing me.
Chalk.
You're killing me, Small.
All right, you're done. Okay, just teasing.
Turn off my mic now.
Dude, no, that's
Turn it off.
Good boy.
That's funny stuff. I'm sorry, I set you up with an email and it's not. But basically, what he's talking about is here in my garage, guys. And I can't remember if I put this out, but I have a jack, and it's in my videos, and I talk about it in a lot of my videos. It's a motorcycle jack. You have one too, Oscar, right? Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Yes. Yep.
So there's all different companies that make them. That's really not what this is about. But what I did in my shop is Lurch gave me a wheel chock, and a wheel chock, if you're not familiar with what that is something that you can drive the front wheel. It's like on the things you see on a motorcycle trailer. You drive your front wheel up into it, and it's on a kind of a hinge, so to speak, and you go up, and the chock pops forward, and it locks your front tire in, so the bike sits level.
Can we tell them why that's important?
Absolutely. If you would like.
I do.
Yeah, please do.
Because if you're going to service your own bike, and if you watch the video, the bike needs to be upright to service the transmission. Otherwise, the tranny fluid drains left and runs down the drip pan and onto the concrete. So if you can put the bike upright when you service the transmission, it'll drain straight down like it's supposed to. So a wheel chock is super important.
Yes. And it just makes things easier. It makes it easier to work on. And so what we did with my wheel chock is Lurch got it for like $40. We always do most of the maintenance in my garage over here. So he gave it to me and said, why don't we just put it in your shop? We drilled into my concrete floor, and which is fine for me. I would have did it this way either way, but this idea Jim has is really cool. But we drilled right into my concrete and put some anchors there. And because I'll tell you, these wheel chocks, you can't stand on them. It doesn't matter. We had some big guys and a couple guys standing on the wheel chock, and when you put your bike up to it and try to I guess activate the mechanism there to lock your front tire, and it just pushes the wheel chock
slides
and two guys across the garage floor.
Right.
You literally can't stop it. So unless you put it up against a wall or like in a trailer if it's bolted down. So we bolted it right to my concrete floor. It's removable. So all I do is take off the nuts right off the I said nuts. Actually, that's bolts that go in, and I take the bolts out, and I can remove the wheel chock, and then the anchors are flush with my concrete floor. So just when we're doing bike maintenance, but like Oscar says, it keeps it upright and makes it easier to work on. I have drained, not level, but you don't get all the fluid out. If it's hot enough, it'll come out either way, but it does kind of get a little bit messier, like he says. So if you get a wheel chock, like I said, I think he got it. What's that place? I'm trying to think that sells all that cheap crap.
You want the name?
Yeah.
Harbor Freight?
Yeah, Harbor Freight, Charles. Be careful what you buy there.
Right. You want the name?
I don't.
Well, I mean.
No, he did.
I bought stuff from there. Yeah. Quite a bit of stuff from there.
And we've talked about them, and I don't like using names sometimes because if we're working on an affiliate with them, but I have no affiliate with Harbor Freight. They're straight sell some really cheap, crappy stuff.
They do. And they sell some okay stuff.
They do.
Too.
If you don't need something really sturdy, I've gotten some emails about somebody that went through 3 motorcycle jacks buying them from Harbor Freight, and they all broke on them. So just be really careful what you buy there. I don't recommend them, and they're not an affiliate. But if you need something cheap like a wheel chock that there's not much to it, he got it for $40 and it works.
Like the Walmart,
right? Of tools,
equipment, right?
Of tools and equipment. So Matt got it for $40. And like I say. So here's the idea. Here's the idea that Jim came up with. And, I never thought about it. I learn every day, and that's what's so great about the law-abiding biker community is helping each other, because you guys are teaching me as much as hopefully you're learning from us. But you can take that wheel chock. Now, if you don't want to put it in your garage, you don't want to drill into your concrete like I did, and you want it somewhat more portable, or you want to use it outside. He had a picture of it outside. All you do is take that wheel chock and grab a piece of plywood or OSB, whatever, and basically cut it, 2 feet wide, 3 feet, as long as your tires. So it's going to be long and rectangular, and you actually have to make it as wide as the wheel chock, whatever the width of the wheel chock is, because you got to bolt it down. So you get that piece of plywood and you make it at least as wide as the wheel chock, because your 2 tires are going to go on it. You bolt the wheel chock down to it. It becomes a kind of a permanent thing. And on the length, you need to at least make it longer than the rear tire. That way, what's cool about it is that way when you drive onto this long rectangular thing that the wheel chock is bolted to, by the time your front wheel hits the wheel chock, your back wheel is on the plywood. The weight of the bike is stopping the wheel. See what I'm saying? So it won't slide. If it's shorter than your back wheel, and you just use a 4x4 piece of plywood, well, your weight of the bike isn't on. It's going to push it across the floor again. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because this is obviously a podcast, and I got to try to make it visual, even though it's an audio podcast. So make sure that you make it longer. It can be done really cheaply. And what a great idea. So make it longer than your back wheel. By the time you drive on that, the weight of your bike is all on the plywood, and then you drive up and into the wheel chock and lock your front wheel and the weight of that bike, and it's not going to push anywhere. Anything to add to that, Oscar? Did I explain that okay?
Yeah. And so for because I looked at some of the quick release chocks. Yeah. And you're like $200. So for Jim's idea, you're in at what? $40 for a wheel chock and $15 for a piece of 1/2-inch plywood or OSB.
Unless you have scrap, right?
Right. Even if you have, so you're good. You're like $60 max.
Nice.
And you don't got to drill into your garage floor, which a lot of guys don't want, and I understand that.
Right.
I did because we work on bikes so much over here, but if that'll piss your wife off or whatever, then do it this way. Or a lot of guys don't have a garage. They don't have anything to drill into, so this can be just kept outside. So, yeah, good idea. Thanks, Jim.
And you get some of those like furniture movers, those little discs. Put it under the plywood. You can slide your bike all around.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about...
I'm just saying.
Right, I have one, and it's just got it's a little 2x2 or 3x3 thing, and it has 4 wheels on it, and you can put furniture on it, roll around. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You could put that... Yeah, but how would you get them under after your bike's on there?
No. They make these discs for furniture, not rollers, not wheels.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And so you can actually just Because the plywood will bend a little bit, so you can just bend it up, slide it
right,
bend
like
it,
you put under your couch sofa legs.
Yep.
And you can slide them on hardwood or carpet. Yeah, they're little plastic, real hard things.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, good idea, bro.
Little plastic hard things like Chewy's got in his pants.
Dude.
That's not right.
Always thinking Oscar
I'm sorry,
over there.
dude. I'm sorry, Chewy. I love you.
I'd say something, but it's not appropriate.
I'll post in the morning on Facebook that I love you.
Oh, geez. Things I hate about Facebook. All right.
Yeah.
So that is the wheel chuck. I will put it in the show notes, guys, and you will, check it out. Check out the picture and stuff. Thanks, Jim, and thanks for your support. Let's go right into. Oh, we got a bunch of things we could do here, but let's go into our main topic, which is hallelujah. The AMA endorses lane splitting.
Can I have a minute first, please?
Please take the lead on this, buddy.
No, wait. Something else.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Kind of like a minute.
You got it. Go for it.
I want to know from the listening audience. And so you guys can they email me
at Sworn Few? Yeah, give them that address.
Justin at swornfewmc.com.
Justin at swornfewmc.com. That'll go straight to him.
I want to know, this is a big deal in the blogs, your shift points and what you guys think about shift points in your fuel economy. So what the Harley manual recommends, if you look at your Harley manual, and even my 06 was pretty close. So if you have 5-speed, 6-speed, for my 6-speed into 6th gear, the Harley manual recommends shifting about 55 miles an hour, which puts me below 2,000 RPMs. So I'm really curious for the listening audience, whether you have a 5-speed, 6-speed, 88, 96, 103, where you guys shift at your speed and RPM. And if you want to include a brief note about why and just what you think about how that affects your fuel economy. So I've kind of been playing around with that. That's a big deal in a lot of the blogs I'm reading. And so
yes,
I'd be interested in compiling some listener notes about where you guys shift. So I tend to ride a little higher in the RPM. So I ride from like 24 to 2800. So I don't shift usually into 6th gear until I'm like 2,400 RPMs. With the 6 speeds, with the 103, that's like at about 70 or so. So you guys email me and let me know where you shift at. I'm just curious. I kind of want to do my own little research project on this. So I'm mid to high RPMs according to what Harley calls for. I'm getting in the mid to high 30s on fuel economy. And, the whole... what you have going on with your bike and a power commander, all that stuff. I don't care. You can let me know if that's cool, but there's just a big deal in the blogs about shift points. And so what Harley recommends versus what you guys do, I'm really interested in studying this stuff and kind of compiling a little research project for our podcast, because there's a lot of guys, I read the blogs and a lot of guys are like, hey, where do you guys shift? So I'm going to ask you two, where do you guys shift?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do some, pay closer attention.
Yeah.
RPM-wise?
Yeah,
right.
RPM-wise.
35 to 4,000.
Okay, so you're
on
really...
every gear?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty high. Most, and I heard recently one of my buddies ride motors, and they're riding Harleys now, your agency, and he's like, oh yeah, guys shift low to hear the noise. I'm like, I don't shift low. I shift it like, and we're not talking like high RPM, really fast takeoff stuff. I'm talking about just normal cruising. When you're riding with your buddies, you guys are just driving down the highway. Where do you shift? Because I want to do a little informal research project and see where guys are shifting, so I can start comparing it with blogs, and so we can put something for you guys to say, hey, this is where the bulk of people are shifting and how it maybe kind of affects fuel economy and that kind of stuff.
I like it. And again, you guys, that's actually a good episode to come, and I'm glad he brought that up. Again, send those, not to me, send those to Justin at swornfewmc.com, and that's awesome. You can kind of take on that project and compile some stuff, and then we'll bring it straight to you, right from Law Abiding Biker Podcast, baby. All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what do you guys think of this here? Hallelujah. The AMA, American Motorcycle Association, endorses lane splitting. Let's do a little background about this. The American Motorcycle Association recently, and this is from December of 2013, quietly released an official endorsement of lane splitting. A summary of the position statement reads, quote, "Given the ongoing success of lane splitting in California and the recent enthusiasm for lane splitting and/or filtering in other states, the AMA endorses these practices and will assist groups and individuals working to bring legal lane splitting and/or filtering to their states. From our perspective, this is a huge leap forward in progressing the pro-lane splitting position outside of California. That's the only state that it's legal in. Mm-hmm. I thought there was more states than that, but interesting. We recently reported on the state of lane splitting in our truth about lane splitting. The article explores. This is from whoever wrote this. Where is it? I don't know. Anyways, this is the author's deal. The article exposes the lack of empirical data supporting the safety of lane splitting, making the AMA's endorsement of the act even more surprising. Of particular note in the position statement and the AMA's reminder to motorcyclists opposed to lane splitting, quote, motorcyclists who oppose lane splitting should remember that this is optional in California. Permitting lane splitting is not the same as requiring it, so those opposed to the practice should consider the desires of other motorcyclists who believe they would benefit from it. Lane splitting is an issue of choice. All right, guys. Let's just do a roundtable on lane splitting and your experience with it. And, I'll be last. And maybe I'll jump in between because I usually do. But you want to go first, Oscar, on this? What do you say, buddy? Because Chewy's looking at me like,
so what are you talking? You talking like between lanes?
Yeah, yes. Like in Cali, dude, where you can just
ride wherever. So not wherever, but
basically, like you're crossing. And we'll just talk about California, the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever. I don't know if you can do it on the bridge or not, but
probably not.
I don't know. Yeah. I can't remember because I don't
on I-5 in California,
right? But you're backed up there. When I was visiting California, me and my family, but it was quite a few years ago. It seems like we had to keep going across frickin' toll bridges.
They're frickin' everywhere.
Is that on the goal? Is that is that on that bridge or not? I don't know if it is.
I'm sure.
But anyways, so say you're at a toll or something and traffic's backed up or whatever, or even at 70 or 80 miles an hour, it doesn't matter. But I'm using one example, and cars are backed up. You can split between the cars to get to the front of the line.
I've done that.
So you can ride on the skip line, right? Does that make sense?
The divided line.
So cars are parked here.
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what lane. If you can fit between them, you can ride.
You can ride. We did that.
I think that's crazy.
No, dude. Okay, all right. So my
this
plug
is going to be good again.
Low speed. We did that. Buddy and I rode California down to we rode to Vegas through California.
The gloves are coming out because Chewy's got the look in his eye. Just get the gloves on right now, dude. We're gonna have another great episode here.
White devil.
All right, go ahead.
We did that. I had no idea, and so we were stuck in traffic in California, and I was like, man, I told my buddy. It was like 95 degrees. I says, my bike's going to melt. And his air cooled, it's Yamaha. And some riders came up from behind us. And they took off down the skip line. Or down the fog line. And I look at him, he looked at me, he goes, okay. And so we followed him. Because we could fit. Mm-hmm. And we followed him all the way. Gosh, I don't know how long. 7 or 8 miles. And we got through all the traffic. And there was one point. And so low speed. He was going maybe 25. We were on the fog line following these guys, and a camper trailer dude must have been on his cell phone or something, wasn't paying attention. He scooted over. My buddy scooted over and went to the gravel and went around him, and I slowed down. And I'm like, had we not been able to do that on an air-cooled bike anyway, we would have melted. I mean, it was so hot, and we would have waited
and that's some of the argument for it.
Yeah.
Right. And we would have waited 2 or 3 hours. And instead, because we can fit, we made it, and we rode the fog line all the way down. We got to the freeway and got on the freeway.
Does you're more familiar about it than me, or excuse me, more familiar with it than me. I did see it, and actually, where are we going this summer on our summer trip? That's right, Chewy. So you better figure this out whether you're going to lane split or not when you're down there.
California.
I ain't dancing to this garbage music. Sorry.
Hey, Tupac's a living legend.
Thank you.
He's shot
dead.
Biggie.
He's not living. He's dead. He died.
No. Like him and Elvis and Biggie.
Wasn't it a gang shooting?
No.
Like
Elvis and Biggie are still chilling in Vegas.
I support gang members, dude.
Come on.
Not.
So when you're on the shoulder down there, Oscar, is lane splitting considered passing on the shoulder?
I have no idea. All I know is we followed some dudes with California plates on motorcycles, and awesome, we passed CHP and we had no problem. So
now when you were doing it, and we are going to California this summer on our 7-day trip, and we're gonna tear it up.
Yes, sir.
We're probably gonna have wanted posters for us by the time we're done.
I was gonna say is as long as it's legal. I mean, we're cops. We got LE patches on us.
Right.
We don't want to be out there doing something stupid.
Well, no, it's legal.
Somebody's going to call.
Yeah, no. In California, it's legal.
Dude,
No, I understand that.
Nobody looks twice at you in California. They don't even bat an eye, dude.
I know. They're too worried about stupid stuff like your launmower emissions.
But the question is, how are
my lawnmower's not California compliant?
No, jeez, our bikes aren't. That's for sure.
I know.
Arnold.
That's why we can't give you the dates we're coming down. Anybody in California because you're gonna be looking for us because we're out of apparently compliance with the EPA. Anyways. So the big question is, we're going to be down there. We're going to be riding as a club. So it is a concern that we need to talk about because, if one guy does it, then we stay together. That's how we ride. Yeah. We don't split up. So it's certainly something that is important as a club, and we're going to talk about it at our next meeting because when we go down there, we want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And I know it, people in California are laughing like, yeah, everybody does it. But you know what? Excuse me. I know some people down there that ride bikes, and they don't do it. Mm-hmm. Okay,
it's dangerous.
That, and you're going to tick some people off.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Down there, no, it's fine.
Absolutely not. People are totally used to it.
Right.
Oh, well,
they've been doing it for now. So you know, the article is talking about other states trying it. California's been doing it forever.
Yeah, a long time.
I can't see Washington allowing that.
I don't see why not.
I think so. Only because it's not a legal issue.
Especially in King County.
We're very liberal here when it comes to laws and things like that. But this has nothing to do with that's going to be any skin off anybody's back.
It's not.
Except the riders.
You hit I-5 there.
when you hit down.
When you hit I-5 at I-90 and there's a 25-minute backup, there's no reason you fit. You can go right down the center.
But then you're going to get, with anything, you're going to get some jackass that tries to drive through there. He's going to end up banging into your car.
And that happens everywhere. You know what? I watched it I was down in San Diego. We were walking in San Diego, sitting at a stoplight, and I watched bikes come up from 200 yards away. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal.
But see, us bike guys that ride motorcycles are like cool with it.
And the cars
you get somebody that's not, they're probably going to be like,
yeah, but
that ticks me off.
I don't think it's in California. It's not a big deal. They expect it. They watch out for it.
Oh. Well, good.
I'm sure guys go down, but yeah, when I was in California, most recent trip, I took the family, so I was in a cage, but a rental, and dude, I'll be doing 80 and a 70. Whatever down there, the flow of traffic is crazy, and these bikes would come 10, 15, 20 over that, and just bam, split, dude. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
I looked around and I'm like, no, people do. They don't get pissed off. They're just so used to it.
Yeah.
And here it would piss people off because it's illegal. And they're like, oh, son of a bitch. He's getting ahead of the line. But down there, they just know it's legal. It's so ingrained in their culture and how they operate down there.
I ride a motorcycle.
I looked around.
I don't have an issue with it.
No, yeah.
As long as you can do it.
It'd take us 5 years.
As long as you can do it carefully,
Yeah.
If I'm in my car and some jackass comes up on a bike and runs into my car because he's trying to get by and get ahead, it's going to piss me off.
Now, so we're riding, dude, and down in Cali this summer, and everybody lane splits, dude, because LD's gonna. He can't.
Dude, LD he can't help it.
That's what we got to talk to LD about. He's got to do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
But not having done it before.
As long as I got room and I feel safe doing it, then I'm going to do it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
if I don't, if I look and I'm like, nope, that doesn't look right, I'm not going to do it.
And I don't think the club would if it didn't look right. So we're pretty smart about that. I think you're right on that. But yeah, it is going to be an option. And what else you got to say on that, dude?
Dude, it's cool.
Like I say,
as long as
we can do it and we can do it safely and not, I'm fine with it. If it's legal and we can do it, then fine.
I-5's like a freaking clogged toilet.
Yep.
I mean, really. And so if you can get ahead, okay, fine. Water-cooled bike, you can sit in traffic for 10 hours, fine. But on an air-cooled Harley, Wow.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't. Yeah.
no. If
there's
it's
no way.
legal and we can safely.
Plus, I just want to get there so I can have a beer. That's really, I don't care about my bike.
No way. We on rides. We never stop.
No, we get in bed at an early
Yeah.
hour.
We don't stop
Right.
at gas stations for tall boys.
Right.
or anything
Mario
like
sets up shuttles.
that. It did not work out.
That did
how it was
not work
supposed
out
to.
so well. Sets
What's
up
wrong
shuttles.
with you? I remember someone saying, "What's wrong with you guys? Just relax. I'll be done with this drink here in just a minute." Dude, you got it in a paper bag.
Dude, they make paper. Someone's got to support the paper bag industry.
There you go. So, Oscar, you've done it down there.
Yeah.
Now, did you just do it in backed up traffic, or did you do it at the flow of traffic kind of deal?
No,
too?
we were on. We were only on I-5 for a little bit, and so the only time we had to do it was on a backed up state route, and so that was it.
Okay.
And so we rode the fog line, and then the only dangerous spot, my buddy almost got hit by an RV, and he saw what was coming, hit the gas, got out of it, and I saw what was coming, hit the brakes, and waited, and then we got through it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, as long as like I say, as long as it's safe,
yeah,
and
right,
you can do it.
right.
I'm fine
But so the idea is,
I hope it comes here, dude.
so the legislature might as well make it allowable. If you want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not saying you have to do it. They're saying,
Right.
if it's safe, go for it.
and you can.
And
do
then
it.
it's up to you. And if
And
you
there's
wreck,
bikers,
there's no
then you're,
penalty.
it's your
Then it's on you. Yeah, if you wreck, it's on you.
Like I say, there's bikers down there that don't do it. They can. Here's an interesting thing. Perhaps one of the most dangerous situations for any on-highway motorcyclists is being caught in congested traffic, where
Right.
stop-and-go vehicles, distracted and inattentive vehicle operators, and environmental conditions pose an increased risk of physical contact with another vehicle or hazard. Even minor contact under such conditions can be disastrous for motorcyclists.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you think about that?
Dude.
It brings a different point. I
it
hadn't
does.
read this till now.
no. It's
But we know it. If you ride, you don't want to be in packs of cars. You want to get out of the way. You want to be out, open highway, no one around you. I know a guy. I saw it only
You know
one
a guy
time.
that knows a guy that knows a guy?
I know a guy that touched the
And he
semi.
knows that guy.
I know a guy that touched the semi on the freeway.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous behavior.
That's super retarded. But I'm just saying, everyone knows. Bikers know. You don't want to be in packs of cars. You don't want to be behind cars. You don't want to be around semis. You want to be out open. And so if riding the skip line or the fog line or riding between cars lets us be out in the open away from the other freaking knuckleheads, let's do it.
Here, this might bring it in perspective. The HURT report, HURT, that is HURT report, which is the most comprehensive motorcycle crash I don't even know that word. Excuse me. The most comprehensive motorcycle crash causation study to date noted that, quote, moderate or heavy traffic was the situation at 59.2% of accidents studied. Wow. Reducing motorcycle exposure to vehicles that are frequently accelerating and decelerating on congested roadways can be one way to reduce front and rear end collisions for the most vulnerable in traffic. It's interesting.
it is.
No way.
So there's some other
Whoa.
some other
No, I'm not against it at all.
No, I'm not.
Saying,
I'm
saying if you can do it, it's legal, and you can do it safely. Why not?
Might as well, right?
No, I guess I'm for it, but I didn't know why I was for it. I'm just for it because I like to haul ass sometimes, and I don't like to be backed up, and I want to go have a beer. But I guess I'm reading some of these facts that make my opinion actually
frosty.
seem like it's a
The
good.
important-
He wants to have a frosty
The
little
important
treat.
stuff. Right.
This is just validating why I believe that it should be done. Before reading this, now I have statistics to back it. Before it was just because I want to go have a beer.
Right.
That really
It doesn't matter.
can't.
The end represents the means, right?
Right.
The end. Right.
So now I got reasons right here. In many countries, excluding the United States, lane splitting and filtering, as they call it, are normal practices for motorcyclists, particularly in high urbanized areas of Europe and Asia. Well, there you go, because we got Europe. We got a lot of European listeners.
Did you just say Europe-y?
I did. I don't know what I said.
They're from Europe.
Europe-y.
Europe-y?
So yeah, particularly
Europa is actually a moon of Jupiter.
well,
you stop it,
that's
please?
more than I knew.
Mr. Scientist over there. Or
Shut
whatever
your
you are.
face.
So we do have a lot of Europe listeners. So apparently it's normal in Europe, in urbanized areas. Motorcycle and scooter operators are expected to pass between conventional vehicles and filter to the front of the group. See? So we're way behind over here, dude, on this.
I guess.
We are.
I'm just learning this as I read. This is new to me. We're way behind because, like I say, we got, shout out to all the Europe listeners. Shout out. Hooah. Anything?
Europa. Listen,
I didn't call it Europa, you jerk.
Europa. I'm gonna Europa.
If I was in rodeo, I'd Europa. You're at
Europa.
So, recent events in the United States have renewed motorcyclists' interest in lane splitting. Therefore, the AMA has prepared this position statement to aid in understanding the issue and assist motorcycles in deciding whether to support efforts to permit lane splitting in their state. Ooh, what's this? Oh, never mind. I thought it was a cool video. Not for here. It's about another issue there. But it is. The AMA's back in it. And let me just read this real quick. A motorcycle's narrow width can allow it to pass between lanes of stopped, slow-moving cars on roadways where the lanes are wide enough to offer an adequate gap. The position or the option can provide an escape route for motorcyclists. That's important, huh? Who could otherwise be trapped or struck from behind. Nobody likes being struck from behind. Well, actually,
some people do.
You're right. I regress.
Not this fellow.
Wow, with that bun.
So you don't want to be struck from behind normally. There is evidence,
unless you're in prison,
from Hurt.
Oh, good Lord.
In 1981, that traveling between lanes of opposed or slow-moving cars, i.e. lane splitting, on multiple lane roads, such as interstate or highways, slightly reduces crash frequency compared with staying within the lane and moving with other traffic. Although lane splitting is allowed in just a few areas of the United States, notably California, it appears to be worthy of further studies because it offers a means of reducing congestion in addition to possible safety benefits. It is widely used in many other countries. So,
no way.
Your question earlier about whether it will come to Washington, because of that very reason, because Washington is really they are, and they're
liberal.
Really on top. They are liberal, but they're very on top of traffic safety, and they get a ton of federal monies for traffic safety. In fact, we use a lot of it on overtime emphasis stuff.
That's because
people
on the west side can't drive with a shizzle.
Yeah, well, they still get a ton of money over there.
I know they do.
And when it comes to traffic safety, here our state law enforcement agency is got accolades throughout the country,
right?
And so if they see this kind of stuff, if they don't talk to a guy like me that just wants to do it to go fast to go get a beer, if they actually take the actual data, some of the what I've looked up here, it might be a go, bro.
That'd be nice.
Might be a go, bro.
Because when we cross the hump, I hate sitting on I-5. I hate sitting on 9.
And it is dangerous, dude. You know how many rear end accidents happen?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know guys that work over there, and they work for, state agency and that work on the west side. And oh my God, dude, when it gets back up, stop and go traffic. And I know it's the same in California. It's crazy over there in Seattle and Tacoma and stuff. And, God, just to get out and away from that, I think you do bring some risks when you are splitting, especially until people get used to it. But the fact that you don't have to keep stopping and worrying about that semi behind you, because on a motorcycle, on a car it's one thing, but on a motorcycle it's disastrous.
Mm-hmm. No, so, yeah.
All right.
5 o'clock on I-5.
So
jeez.
Yeah,
I'm glad I live where I live.
Right.
So, anything else on that, guys? I will put that. I'll put actually a link to this article. I'm not sure who.
If you're in Washington State.
It was from motorcycle.com is who it was from.
If you're in Washington State, lobby your senator, representative. Hey, we need lane splitting.
Absolutely. What else do we want to talk about here, guys? We got limited time. We're coming up on an hour here. Let's see what we got here. That is not the right one. See if we can do one or another email here or something. Gosh, where am I?
There was that other email.
Oh, yeah. Was that about the AMSOIL?
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know what I did with it, dude.
I'm sort of partial to it, but it's fine.
Right. All right, guys. We can let's skip this issue. We'll talk about it real quick. Let me look at it here. You're pulling that email up in the meantime?
I can.
Yeah, we might go with that. Yeah, this is a whole nother topic, so let's just do one more email and then one more announcement, and I think we'll kick it out of here. Chewy, you're over there just real quiet. You got anything, bro? You got anything on your mind, man?
I got lots on my mind.
I know.
Dirty hooker.
Dirty hooker. No, she's not on my mind.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
All right, let's wrap it up with Lone Survivor review, dude.
Oh,
the movie.
dude.
Oh, I just found it, dude. Let's do it. We had a couple movies we wanted to read, but let's do Lone Survivor movie review. I saw it about a month ago. Go ahead, Chewy. What do you think about this movie?
It really brings into context what's going on with Washington D.C. and our military.
Thanks to all our troops.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Props.
My brother's a Marine, so.
Ooh-ah!
Yeah.
Is that the Marines? Is that?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's tough to watch. It really is, because you got a situation where these guys had these individuals that were obviously, when they caught them,
man, wow.
it was it would have been tough to do. You had kids, you had two teenagers, and but you're in war.
Right.
No one wants to take anybody's life, but you're in war, and it's
That kid wasn't really a teenager. Like, when you say teenager, we're thinking like 13, 14, 15. That kid was, I don't know. Who knows?
And they portrayed him, because I've seen the movie and I read the book. I saw the movie first.
Oh, it was a book?
And I read the book.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that, bro.
The book is excellent.
Right.
Okay.
I would watch the movie first if you haven't,
right.
and then read the book, because the book brings so many more things out about what actually happened.
And it's based on a true story.
It's a true
obviously.
story.
I just want to throw that out to the listening audience. It's about. I don't want to give. We won't do any busters that people haven't saw, but it's about some Navy SEALs. Right, that head over Afghanistan
right.
on a mission.
Yep.
And crap goes really bad.
Really bad.
But it's based on a true story.
And they could have. Rules of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Really screwed them.
The U.S. is the only people that have that.
The only thing I can say about it is they did what I guess the rules say they were supposed to do.
Right.
They went by what the rules said they were supposed to do.
Even though they didn't all agree
Tough
with it.
situation. Really tough.
Best part, though.
Because they got found by some, I won't give the whole movie away, but they got basically discovered by some sheep.
Goat herders.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. About the goats.
Best part, training. Here's the best part about training. So when they is it which Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg.
You know what Chewie would have did? He would have just been like, "Can I just have one of those goats for a minute?"
I got Velcro gloves and a goat.
You are so dirty,
sir. Can I have one of your goats for just a moment?
Mark Wahlberg goes falling down the hill, down the mountain, and then he goes, "My rifle. Where's my rifle?" And he finds his rifle. And he goes, "My rifle." I'm like, that's what training is about.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But if you read the book, he talks about how he's a kind of a religious guy and believes, and he was like, it was totally God, because every time I fell down this hill, my gun was there.
It stayed with him the whole time, right?
Yep, it was there.
Yeah,
and the falls that they took, and he talks about it in the book, going off cliffs,
right?
Just tumbling off cliffs and.
Well, in the middle, the one guy's left with his Beretta 92.
Yep.
He's shooting the Afghanis.
Microphone.
I'm there.
No,
shooting the Afghanis.
There you go.
Shoot only with a pistol, because these guys are taking so many falls and they're going down the mountain so far they're losing their rifles, and the guy ends up with a pistol. I'm like, in war, you don't want just a pistol.
Yeah, every American should read this book.
Right.
I'm Lone Survivor.
They should read it and understand, because the guy talks about what is going on in our military, what is going on in our country, and what was in war, what they're being told they can't and can do. It's ridiculous.
They're a police
Absolutely
force. They're
ridiculous.
They're not. It's not war. They're a police force.
And that's how we lose soldiers, because of that.
These are guys that are going out defending our country, putting their lives. We put our lives on the line, but these guys go out in the middle of a war,
right?
Put their lives on the line,
and they
they have to deal with this garbage that guys in Washington D.C. sitting behind desks are putting out these rules to these guys that have never ever been out and done anything.
They're going to their house on the hill like Obama, never fought in the military.
Exactly.
I don't think we should have a...
He doesn't know his A from a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Well, and ultimately, the decision that screws them is made by a set of guys that have never been in war.
Yep.
Yeah. And they are making police decisions in war.
Yep.
And we, as cops, we can make decisions on the street based on a certain set of rules. Fine. Yep. But these guys are in war. Mm-hmm. We're not facing IEDs, AK-47s. I mean, some cops in some places are.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
we faced an AR-15 not too long ago.
But these guys in Afghanistan are facing snipers, IEDs, tanks, and they're at a point in that movie where they face a decision in war where guys want them to make police decisions.
Yep.
And it's like, so when you guys watch the movie, you'll see it, and I was disgusted. I'm like,
it
really?
makes me sick because
right.
Not only there was 4 of them that went in, they lost.
I thought 5
was there 5?
5.
Okay, they lost 4 of those guys.
Right.
But not only that, a helicopter came in to rescue these guys, and they lost one of those helicopters because of a stupid decision that some other person makes that's never been out in war, that's sitting behind a desk, is making these rules up, that don't know their butt from a hole in the ground.
Gee, does that sound familiar with what we do for a living?
No way.
Administrators make a decision and they have no clue.
It really makes you... I've not been in the military. I've not had to go into that situation.
I haven't either.
It really makes you just...
I was pissed.
So thankful for these guys that are going out there and
absolutely.
And doing this.
I was absolutely pissed at that point in the movie. I'm like,
it's heartbreaking.
It was.
It really is heartbreaking. You could have saved several American lives. These families wouldn't have been hurting because of this.
Right.
Because of one single decision that should have been made, that I believe it would have been a hard decision to make.
Sure.
But you know what? We're in war. We're fighting against another country that doesn't give a care about us. We need to do this to survive and to get out of here.
Right.
You do what you have to do.
So for all you guys out there carrying an AR-15, M16 in our military, man, we recognize
God bless you guys.
Yeah, and we recognize how messed up you guys are, the situation you're in, and wow.
We hope you can come back and ride your bike, man.
Yeah. That's right.
Just ride in the wind, man. Freedom.
That's right.
What
you fought for. So what do you guys think about, before we wrap it up here, what did you think about the gore? It was a very graphic movie.
Yeah, but
I was glad.
I'm glad because it kind of brings out the parts of them falling, when they're falling off the cliff. And
right.
stuff.
That was awesome.
Dude, it really brings out just a part.
Right.
Not the whole thing, but just a part of what they went through. And it's unbelievable.
You got to have balls to do that.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable they lasted as long as they did.
And these knuckleheads, kids watching video games and all this, digital gore. And then you see these guys falling off cliffs and holding onto their rifles.
Rock cliffs.
And that's what really happens when you do that. You break bones.
Man.
Yes.
And still getting up and fighting. I'm like, wow. I look at myself, if I was in their shoes, I don't know if I would have been able to do it.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's insane.
Very, very tough.
Oscar,
that is insane.
You and me would have been dead the first day from lack of food.
Well, that's true. That's true. Because my MRE would have got squished, and then I'm like,
Chewy doesn't have as big a food blister as
that's true.
Chewy probably would have made it at least to day 2.
Oh, man.
He would have made it to day 2. We'd have been gone day 1. Okay,
I'm just saying,
I'm
those
checking
guys
out,
are,
dude.
Those guys are. I put those guys in a different class because they are amazing.
And I say, I agree with you guys. It was very gory, very graphic. But like I've told a couple people when I saw the movie, be prepared. That it is very graphic. They really wanted to depict something, and I think it was necessary to tell that story,
right?
Because not a lot of Hollywood movies you go to. Hollyweird is what I call it. Mm-hmm. I learned that from one Brian Carroll who made Why We Ride. He calls it Hollyweird. So it's kind of funny. I've used that term since, but they needed to do that, and you can get shocked and awed at a lot of these movies that use a lot of special effects and stuff, but the way they did this made it more real than the other movies that I saw, and I was like, you know what, it was shocking, and you're like, damn, man, but you can't make it real because you'd have to be there.
Yeah, after watching the movie, I thought too, there's no way they couldn't have fallen off these cliffs like. That is true.
You were thinking it was Hollywood.
The guy talks about the main guy that survived talks about that in the book, how they fell, and it depicts it very, very well.
Wow.
You know what? Those
how
guys,
they fell.
So you thought it was Hollywooded up?
I was like,
holy,
there's no way they could fall in keeping their guns.
Right.
No, he talks about it in the book.
Crazy,
it's very,
man.
very descriptive of how they were falling and bones sticking out of his leg, and
those guys are different. They are there for a reason, and it is Hollywood, but when I saw it, I'm like, it's entirely possible. Those guys are a different class, and they're definitely
almost not human.
It's
Really.
true. It's true,
Really.
and we couldn't survive without them.
No.
I mean, those guys are. That's insane. Yeah. I mean, it's insane, and the stuff those guys do, and most people don't recognize it. I'm like,
not at all.
Right.
Not at all. They're bashed
That's
on.
insane. So thank you
continuously. Yes,
you guys that have done that. Thank you. I couldn't do it.
No,
I couldn't do it. So
God
thank
bless you guys.
No,
God
amen. Amen to that.
Absolutely. So let's wrap it up on a scale of 1 to 10 for our listeners, whether they should go see this movie. A 1 being no, 10 being high.
50.5.
All right, there you got it straight from Oscar.
Absolutely. If you're a true American and you appreciate the country that you live in, you need to go watch this. If you have family in the military, it's going to be heartbreaking, but I'm telling you what, it'll touch you. It's something that's good.
And like Chewy brought up, read the book. I was not aware there was a book. So
the books are always better.
Lone Survivor. I got it at Costco.
All right, sweet.
Nice.
Lone Survivor, guys, go see it. And thank you so much for tuning back into another episode of Law Abiding Biker Podcast. We hope it was informational. We hope it was entertaining. We hope it was
Infotational.
That's right. Or infotaining. Either way.
Infotainment.
We know what you meant. Anyways, thanks, guys, and thanks for all your support. We're going to keep coming at with some badass content, and hopefully that was Law Abiding Biker Podcast. Phone number 509-731-3548, or you can leave a voicemail right from your computer at lawabidingbiker.com/voicemail or voice message. Of course, you can always email us or leave a voicemail all at one place at lawabidingbiker.com/contact. And don't forget to get into that free Law Abiding Biker email club, lawabidingbiker.com/email club. It's all free, and you get the videos like 2, 3, 4 weeks before everybody else. Plus, you get coupon codes for any for sale stuff that nobody else gets. Get them exclusively there, and it is free forever. Rate us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio /lawabidingbiker.com/iTunes or /Stitcher Radio. And we really appreciate the rating. Subscribe. That gets us up there on the list. Thanks so much. You guys frickin' get out there and ride already, huh? Keep the rubber side down.
And the shiny side up.
Peace out.
Trout.